Next up, Neha Kondekar, speaking on engineering MOS2 transistors, a new approach to faster phones.
You win a lottery, but the prize is that Nokia phone from the year 2000. Will you be disappointed? I bet so, because most of you already own smartphones way more powerful than that one. So clearly, phones have changed a lot since 2000. But are they still changing? How many of us here think that the new iPhone is very different from the last one? And of course, except for the price tag. Our smartphones are not getting any smarter. And the reason behind this is that we have reached a limit to transistor size. Transistors are the brains of your phone. A single iPhone X has 4.5 billion transistors fitted on a chip smaller than a grain of rice. When you use your phone, electrons flow across a channel made of silicon through contacts made of gold. Smaller the silicon channel, the more powerful your phone. The iPhone X has a channel only 10 atoms small. That's 10,000 times smaller than what the Nokia phone had. And this makes all the difference. But there is a limit to how small anything can get. It's like losing weight. Easier initially, but extremely hard after you've lost the first 10 pounds. And we are in that hard regime right now for smartphones. So if we want superphones in the future, we need to think out of the box. We need to be creative. Silicon is not going to work. And that is why, in my PhD research, I'm looking at a new material called molybdenum disulfide, or MOS2. MOS2, if it were to replace the silicon channel, can make a channel only 3 atoms small, giving you a flexible superphone 10 times more powerful than the iPhone X. That is significant, given that we are at the limit. However, there are roadblocks before we get there. In my PhD research, I have found that gold and MOS2, the two components that make a transistor, don't like each other. It's almost like they're separated by a gap as big as that mountain. And for the transistor to work, electrons need to climb up this mountain, slowing the transistor down. In my PhD research, I'm using controlled chemical methods and very powerful microscopes to build a tunnel through this mountain so that electrons can cut through the mountain instead of climb up, speeding up the transistor. Today, we are one step closer to MOS2 superphones. Any takers for MOS2 superphones as a lottery prize? Thank you.